อ๋อตาย guys มัน snow หลายอยู่เดี๋ยวนี้ oh my goodness oh my goodness so คันมันมี snow that means we're feeling soupy อยากกินซุปบ่ สมะ spit yeah today we're gonna eat Filipino food okay and we're gonna make some bulalo I love bulalo my wife makes it it's a Filipino dish and we're gonna do that okay ไปตลาดน้ำกัน let's go okay let's push it and see okay oh no do auto start and then we'll brush off some of the snow here. I normally have a big broom but I can't find my big broom. I don't know. Alaska มันเป็นแบบเนี้ยมันตกมาเด้อ That's good enough. Oh my god. ห้างกับหอตลาดนี่Fred Meyer in Alaska I think มันเป็นKroger's yeah Kroger's in the lower 48 แต่ว่าอยู่ Alaska นี่มันเป็น it's called Fred Meyer's I'm not gonna lie I've been walking around this area for like the last 5 minutes I haven't had my ADHD medication today get it together Thank goodness that I have a good job because inflation is just ridiculous. Oh my gosh. Beef roast, sin. 28 ดอน and 71 cent. Green beans, $4.18 and 2 potatoes, so $4.99 each. Total $42.97. Paper bag fee 10 cents. What the heck, man? Almost $50. I swear, I would think like maybe 7 years ago that wasn't that expensive. Maybe that would have been like $25 or like $30, but 40 something bucks? That's crazy. Okay, so we're home now. Well, I'm home now. And I got my wife the ingredients to prep and whatnot. And then I realized I'd forgotten corn. So here's what we have so far. Okay, so we have all the ingredients.
Hey, I'm over here mid-yawn.
Oi. Ready? Mm-hmm. Okay, so we have all our ingredients here now. Yeah, I'm gonna let my wife talk because she makes the bulalo all the time. Go ahead.
Oh, what's it say? Ain't shy.
Why are you shy?
So this is like a combination between nilaga and bulalo. They're basically the same thing, but the difference is that nilaga has the ingredients of like the potatoes, the green beans, and all that jazz, and bulalo has corn. But we like all the ingredients, so it's kind of a mix and match of both of them.
We're gonna use a pressure cooker, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we're gonna start with the pressure cooker. I guess I'll just start it. I don't know. Show me. I don't know. Mm-hmm. Show me. You help me cook. You do this all the time.
I know, but I'm so shy.
Why are you shy?
Why do you put me on the spot like that? So normally with bulalo we have, or even laga, we have like bone marrow, so the big bones. It doesn't normally fit in our Instapot, so I went with the neck bone, beef chuck bone. They're cut in like into smaller pieces and all that stuff. They still have like a little bit of like the fat, not as much fat as the large bone marrow does, but it still does the job. So what we do first is we put the beef bone in.
Just dump the whole thing? Dump the whole thing?
Yeah, just dump the whole thing.
Okay, it's all in there. Nice.
And then for the beef chuck, since we are a very meaty family, we're carnivores, I like to cut the beef chuck into like really thicker pieces, just like this. Just because if I cut it into smaller pieces like I normally would, it would cook a lot faster with the beef bone because I like putting it all at the same time, and it will just turn into mush and it'll just go into the soup. So with cutting it bigger pieces, by the time it's done pressure cookering. Pressure cooking?
Yes.
Okay. This would be like tender and you can peel it apart and all that stuff and not broken apart in the soup and you can't find it. So we put this one in as well with thingy. Trash.
And then?
The best thing to do is to clean while you're cooking. And not, you say that all the time, but I end up cleaning after you cook, which drives me nuts. Okay, anyways, we're gonna fill this up with water, about half. This is already a lot. That's a lot of meat in here.
There we go. Just like that. Okay.
So before we start pressure cooking it, I like to add a little bit of salt and a little bit of oil in there, just for a little bit of flavor. I do like adding, what is that called? The peppercorn in there while it's boiling or cooking, but we don't have any, and I forgot to mention that to you. And if you don't already, buy yourself the big ass Instapot because it'll save you time, especially cooking something like this.
Cool.
Okay. And go to the soup broth. And then I don't want it to cook for over an hour because again, it's not one of those big bone ones. So, aye, it's already on. The big bone ones, because it'll take less time. It'll take less time to cook.
Cool. And so we just wait now, right?
Yeah. So we're done with pressure cooking. That was about like a good 35. No, it was about 35 minutes. Never try to open an Instapot just right away. I don't like it volcanoing, so I put a cloth right over it. Have a cloth keeps it contained and not sprouting without. Good. That way it's not spraying everywhere.
Smells so good.
So now it's ready. We're just gonna add our onions, our garlic, and our chili.
Wait. Okay.
You're the one that's teaching you how to cook.
Hey.
No, just add it
All
together.
together? Okay.
Just saute it all together here. Right, kind of get all of that mixed together. How I know that it's ready to like put the meat and all the seasoning and all that in there is that it'll start to look soft and brown, and it'll create a lot of what is that called? It'll be a Morris. Is that a word? Morris? Like it has a lot of like the scent that comes out. Put together for now.
I just figured out what she was trying to say. What is it?
Aromatic.
Aromatic.
English is my second language.
Okay, fair enough.
So this is ready. Oh, kind of burnt the garlic here a little bit. So we can go ahead and add the meats. I like to saute the meats with all the seasoning and all that good stuff. You know when they say skimming the soup to get all that fat and junk off of it? This is what they mean. All that stuff that came out. Don't come at me, those are bones, not actual meat. This portion here, I like to do my seasonings. So we have more garlic powder because your girl likes garlic. Some black pepper here. Black pepper. You can never go wrong with more garlic. I have some MSG. I don't put a lot, just a little, just a tad, a tincture. And now it's burning a little bit, but it's kind of a little dry. I'm just gonna add some of the soup there. See how clear that soup is? And this whole or the inner layer section, the actual pot, it's not very stable either, so it kind of rolls around while you mix everything together here. Ah, thank you. So that's all mixed together. And then I'm just gonna add the soup. Very nice. We're gonna let that simmer. It doesn't take long for it to start to boil over. This part I like to add the beef bouillon. What is this, like
1 Asian spoon?
1 Asian spoon, so about like 2 tablespoons of the beef bouillon. So the 2 tablespoons wasn't enough, so I'm gonna add another about 1.5 tablespoons. I don't want to add way too much because I am gonna be using some fish sauce, and that makes it super salty faster. And I'm gonna let it boil over so with more flavor. All right, so now that's to our liking, to our taste. I like to make it a little bit calm down.
Oh God, I'm so scared.
Like less salty, because I like mine really salty, but my family doesn't. I'm gonna add the potatoes. Usually I use the russet potatoes, but the russet potatoes, they take a little bit longer to cook. These ones, they cook a little bit faster.
I don't want it to splash something in my face. There you go. What's it? Bubble, bubble, toil and trouble. What is it?
Yeah, bubble, 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 toil and
No? Okay.
Anyways, I also like to add the corn as well because the corn soaks up a lot of the flavor and the juices. I'm gonna go ahead and add those.
I just don't want it to splash.
Just use your finger. Just grab it. There.
See? So splash on me.
You splashed on me first. So because the corn is frozen, it kind of dilutes the flavor a little bit. This is when I would add the patis. And then I add this one, tatu patis. I also like using the tiparos as well when I put it on my rice because this one's delicious. Okay. So at this point here, I like to add just a little bit of my patis. So just another big Asian spoonful of it. And I'm not gonna add a lot, even though I feel like it needs a little bit more, because it's my personal preference, but I'll just add whatever patis. If I want it more saltier, I'll just add it to my own bowl. I just licked it out my finger. So now that it's like the potatoes are cooked, the corn has soaked up all the juices and whatever, we'll add our greens. Normally the bulalo in Nilaga, they call for like bok choy or baby bok choy. We don't really like to eat that in the family, but we do like green beans, so we're just gonna keep it with green beans. And also put some daikon radishes in it because I've been obsessing with daikon radish. And it's super good with soup. You're gonna go ahead and add that here. We live our green beans. And then we're gonna add also our daikon radish as well. Filling up to the top, but once it's cooked, it's gonna end up going down.
So we just basically let it cook.
Yeah.
That's our baby. You can hear her.
She's eating cereal with her foot. All right. So again, we're gonna just let this cook until the green beans have softened, and also the daikon radishes as well. The leftover, because I did one whole daikon radish, I just put it in my kimchi. So I mixed it in with my kimchi, so I'm probably gonna have that with my rice as well.
So yeah, Cam is finished with the bulalo, and look at that. Wow. It looks so yummy. Montage.
Finished product here. So of course this is going to be for the family. You just serve it with some rice and whatever side you need. I'm going to eat it with some kimchi. All right, so let me know what y'all think of my recipe here. Nilaga / bulalo, whatever you want to take it as, but here we go. Enjoy.